Hello from Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. So I woke up this morning at Ensign Cal Shelter, spent the night with Bo, who may or may not be Breeze or Breezy, and the 99. And I hiked, like, I don't even think it was 0.2 down to the road, and a trail angel named Soggy picked me up and was gonna drop me off here at this hotel. It's the Days Inn. Well, it was real early in the morning, which is so sweet because he works second shift. So he was gonna drop me off, but you know, I probably wasn't gonna be able to check in. So he said, "Oh, do you wanna come to breakfast?" And I said, "Sure." So we went to Soggy's house and we picked up Action and Adventure and D-Fib, who stayed the night with him, and his mom, and we all went out to eat. And I don't remember the name of the restaurant, but oh my goodness, it was so good. The menu was amazing. Like, I have never seen such a nice breakfast menu in my life, and I'm probably gonna have to go back there for lunch and dinner. And it was so good to talk to them. And D-Fib bought my breakfast, and I talked to Adventure, and it really helped me out, like, so much. I'll tell you more about it later, but it's the people out here. Oh my gosh, the people are so worth it. And then after breakfast we went to the trailhead because Action and Adventure and D-Fib were getting back on the trail, and we picked up Farrell, who I saw for the first time yesterday at Ensign Cowell, and he took Farrell back to his place, and she got a shower and charged up her phone a little bit, and yeah, then they came here and dropped me off at the hotel, and I think he's taken her to get some lunch or whatever it is she has to do before she jumps right back on trail. So it is amazing out here. And so let me turn this around and show you what the Days Inn in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. Okay, so the window opens, which is rare in a hotel. I think that's pretty cool. There's a table and chairs, and you can see that there's plenty of electrical outlets. Nice bed, of course a fridge, microwave, TV, the bathroom. There's a shower. The guy at the front desk told me it was a nice shower. I'm looking forward to that. And then there, you know, the sink and whatnot is out here. So yeah, and it's like $60 hiker rate. And I am going to, I mean, I can't even say this was a Nero because I only hiked like a quarter mile, if that. So I guess we'll call it a 00. I'm gonna stay here for 2 nights. There's a Dollar General nearby. I'm out of some stuff. There's some things I need, and I need to edit videos, and I just needed a little bit of a break. But anyway, yeah, happy 0. Main Street in Waynesboro. Lots of cute stuff. Going to the Dollar General. This is totally normal, right? Laundry soap at the Dollar General was only $1. And I'd have to walk to the laundromat, and I'm tired of walking. Oh my gosh. I did not realize how dirty my clothes were. Look at that water. Oh my gosh. This may take a while. Good morning, day 7. I'm all cleaned up and ready to go into town. Well, I mean, I am in town. I'm ready to go out on the town. I'm going to go find a salad somewhere. And it's funny because, I was getting frustrated out there about being so slow. And when I walked to the Dollar General yesterday to get my resupply, I realized that even in my street clothes without a pack on, I'm still limping from my ankle sprain. So I may not have gone a lot of miles yet. I haven't even finished Maryland, but I did that limping with a 30-pound pack. So I'm going to stop being hard on myself about that. It is hard to say goodbye to all the good friends that I make as they head up the trail, but they're so sweet. They keep in touch, through gut hooks and texting and, just all the ways that people keep in touch. And it's pretty cool. So besides for getting a salad, I need to see if I can find a drugstore, or maybe I just need to look at Dollar General again a little harder. I didn't see exactly what I was looking for there. My ankle brace is giving me kind of like a blister underneath the arch of my foot. It's not like a blister on the surface. It's like I think under the skin, it feels hard, almost like a corn, but it's like two different spots. So I put a blister bandage on it and then a small piece of KT tape over that to make sure it stays on. But that leaves me with only one more blister band-aid. So I want to get some more of that. Yeah. So that's my big plans for the day. I also need to edit some videos, and I did my laundry. Yeah, I guess that's all I got to do today. It feels weird, but anyway, love y'all. Waynesboro has all these cute historic buildings. It's really kind of fun to take a little walk and look at them. This is the main street though, so it's kind of busy, kind of loud. I don't know, traffic seems weird after being on the trail. It seems fast and loud, but I guess that's normal. Lots of cute places. So this, I should have been going, let me turn this around. So I should have been back on trail this morning. That was my original plan. But there is a high wind warning in effect for tonight. It's supposed to start this afternoon possibly, and then go on throughout the night. It's already getting breezy. They're saying with gusts of up to 60 miles per hour. So, to stay one more night in a hotel instead of possibly putting myself in danger, certainly would have I love flowers. And it certainly would have probably been a stressful situation for me to be out there in high winds, even if it wasn't dangerous. So anyhow, I stayed in, and I'm glad I did. My knees were kind of bugging me, just feeling, kind of swollen and stiff, and they're much better this morning. So I've been stretching, and I'm just going to continue to do that. So hopefully I'll be, ready tomorrow morning. I still don't know how I'm getting back to the trail. I don't think that trail angel who picked me up is going to be available, so I'm going to have to find a shuttle or, you know, an Uber or something. Which, you know, I'm new to all this, but I'll figure it out, right? So I'm gonna go get some coffee and some breakfast. I'm back from breakfast. I went to Christine's Cafe again. The place is so good. I got a salted caramel latte and then steak and eggs for breakfast. Since I'm going back out on trail tomorrow morning, I want to make sure I got protein, and it was so good. And I went ahead and ordered a salad for my dinner tonight. It also has steak on it, and I popped over to the Dollar General and got one of the muscle milks that they sell there. So today, in addition to packing up, I'm just going to work on making sure I eat right and also hydrate. So try to get ahead of that dehydration game before I ever step out on trail. And so I need to go through my pack, get my food bag all resituated. I never made it over to Walmart, so I had to do all my resupplying at Dollar General, which is fine. It's perfectly adequate. And so going through my pack, I decided to find anything I have not yet used or loved or been, you know, glad to have with me, to see if I could reduce some weight. And to my delight and surprise, I have very, very little that I have not used yet, and I'm going to show you what that is. Okay, this is it. This is everything from my pack that I have not yet used, and so that's with, you know, being on trail for, you know, basically a couple weeks if we just ignore the 2 weeks in between that I was recovering from the sprained ankle. So this is some Pepto-Bismol tablets, some Claritin for seasonal allergies. This is a prophylactic dose of doxycycline in case I get an attached tick. I have not had to use the tick key yet. This is just a tool for removing ticks easily. I have not used any of this triple antibiotic ointment yet. I have just a few Benadryls. I pack these in case I get like a bee sting or something like that, or, you know, anything I would have like, you know, a histamine reaction to. These are just 3 little Flexerils that I had left over from an old prescription, just in case, you know, I was having like bad muscle cramps or something, but so far have not needed them. These are 2 tiny little toe sleeves. Mostly I brought these because I was wearing untested shoes and didn't know if I was going to be facing a lot of blister pain or anything like that, but so far so good. And these are just a few Tenacious tape patches. There's like a couple different materials for in case you get a hole in your puffy or your tent or whatever. This is just an extra sports cap in case I drop one, you know, in a creek or something while I'm filtering water. This is an extra washer for the Sawyer squeeze. And then I have not had to use this lighter. So all in all, I don't know if, I mean, this is very minimal weight. I would be surprised if it was even, it's probably maybe 2 ounces. very light. So I think these are all useful, prudent things to carry, and I'm gonna keep them. So my pack is not getting any lighter as of yet. So I thought I'd show you what I'm eating. I did not bother to pay for a ride to Walmart, so I resupplied at Dollar General. I did not get everything I wanted, but I think it's gonna work out. So what I like to eat the most are these Old Trapper smoked sausages, I guess they are, or beef links or something like that. They have a ton of calories and fat. They're very salty. And they're like the easiest thing for me to eat on trail. You know, they're not greasy on the outside. They don't have to be cut up. They don't have to be prepared in any way. So I like those. They sell those at Walmart. And then I like to pair them with these Wisps cheese crisps. They're really just baked cheese. So they come in Parmesan and cheddar. They're extremely light, but again, a lot of fat, a little bit of protein as well. But this is something that you can get at Walmart but cannot get at Dollar General. So since I could not stock back up on these, I bought these at Dollar General. Just a beef stick with the cheese. You know, I think it'll be fine. It's close enough, right? I decided I would try instant mashed potatoes. I've never done that before, especially, you know, like eating them cold. I have some milk powder I can put in there, and then I also got real bacon to add to, you know, give it some more protein and fat. So I'll give that a try. I got these snack crackers. They are like, I think, cream cheese and like chive and sour cream flavor or something like that. I don't know. I maybe should have got the peanut butter ones for extra protein. I've never tried these on trail, but I'm going to give it a whirl. And I got some Fritos. Fritos hold up really well. Chips are high in calories, so as far as carbs go, this is pretty easy. This is also something that I like to eat. I like to eat chips. I'm like a salty food person. I don't really care for sweets that much. So even though these aren't like super impressive nutritionally, they're light enough that I think they make sense for me. So that's basically my salty foods. And I will keep those separately in one of these smelly proof bags. I started out with the op sacks, the odor proof sacks, and the Ziploc ripped almost immediately, which is what happens every time I use those op sacks. Mike got these smelly proof bags, and they are the same width, but they are shorter. So I found that they just didn't hold as much food, so I separated my food into two categories, and I'm carrying two smelly proof bags. So we have a salty and a sweet. So like I said, that's it for salty. And now on the sweet side, I have granola. I really like this in the morning. I was not able to resupply that at Dollar General. So, but as you can see, I still have some left over. So as a substitute, I did grab some Honey Nut Cheerios, which are, you know, really inferior to granola in terms of calories. So granola has a lot of calories and fat. These, not so much, but still, I think they'll be pretty palatable on trail, and they're light. And I'm also excited that it comes in a resealable Ziploc bag, so I didn't have to use one of my bags. And so, I forgot my Talenti jar at home, so I ended up buying some cookies, because this container came with a lid. So I will use that to put my granola in and put some water in. I don't know if you guys are going to think this is gross or not, but so in the granola, I already have like powdered milk, and there's a couple different kinds of raisins. I've added some coconut, some nuts, some different seeds. Basically, this is just like a conglomeration. And so what I have been doing in the morning is putting some of this in the bottom of a container, and then adding protein powder. I have peanut butter and chocolate protein powder, more powdered milk, and then I usually go ahead and also throw in some instant coffee. And then I add water and I drink it until I get down to the bottom where the granola is, and then I eat it with a spoon. So I don't know. I guess you could just say I'm mixing my morning coffee in with my morning granola. And, I don't know. It's easy. It's kind of weird, but it works for me. So, yeah, I also have these instant lattes. Hang on, let me open this with my teeth. So when I'm not mixing coffee with granola and protein powder and stuff, I have these instant lattes. Again, the Starbucks stuff I can get at Walmart. I cannot get at Dollar General, but I had some left over, so I should be good to go in that area. I also still have peanut butter left over, so I did not get any more of that. I have one of these left over. I like putting the peanut butter on it. These Stroop waffle things, or there's like Honey Singer waffles. They hold up really well in the pack. Like this one has been with me for a couple weeks now, and yeah, so I put the peanut butter on that. That makes a good snack. I had a granola bar left. When I get any kind of bar, I try to get one that has nut butter in it or coconut, so that it has a lot more fat and calories. I didn't really see anything that I wanted at Dollar General, so all I did was I bought one Cliff Bar. I'm not sure that this is really gonna get me very far. I just didn't really want to buy a bunch of bars there that I may or may not like to eat, and then I have to carry the weight. I did get some honey roasted peanuts to snack on. I have this is kind of like a guilty pleasure. I keep these in my fanny pack. They just, they're like a little energy boost. So if I'm struggling, usually at the end of the day, I put one of these in my mouth and chew on it, and I try to believe it has magic properties. These are the cookies that came in the container. So normally I don't carry cookies, but I am right now. I try not to carry a lot of candy, so I don't have any candy bars or gummies. I did make an exception and got chocolate covered raisins because there's raisins in there. And then I always try to carry some fruit. I have some of these prunes left over, and I have some raisins. I'll carry any dried fruit, like, apricots, mangoes, dried apples. I just try to eat that instead of candy because, you know, it's better for your digestion and hopefully maybe has some vitamins in it. And it tastes very, very sweet to me on the trail anyway. So to me, it kind of tastes like candy. So yeah, that's all I'm really heading out with. It really doesn't look like a lot, but I'm still just not hungry on trail. I think my body is not used to exerting itself this hard. I don't know. I know that there are going to be opportunities up the road, up the trail. I mean, for me to get more food. Like there's a bar, I think a couple of days away from me where you can go and tent there and buy food. And I think there may be another place where like there's a convenience store not very far off trail. So I just didn't want to go crazy hoarding a bunch of food and having, you know, a real heavy pack. So this is what I'm going with. The wind's starting to pick up and it's raining. It rained yesterday and the night before, and with this rain here, the ground is gonna be soft, and that you know, makes it just that much more likely that a tree, you know, could come out of the ground when it's soft like that. So I went ahead and had my shower instead of putting it off until I leave in the morning, because the lights already flickered here once, and I'm afraid the power's gonna go out and maybe I won't get a chance to get a shower before I went back on trail. I mean, I'm pretty clean. I've been showering since I've been here, but you know, you always like to get that last clean in before you get out there.